Hi, George here. And I thought we'd have some fun today with this negative image. We'll be turning this into a positive image like that, and then going ahead and colorizing that as well. Now, the technique I'll be showing you works for black and white negatives. It's much more difficult to convert a color negative because you aren't working with just one layer. In black and white, there's just the one negative image in here. Color film actually has several layers in it. There's a red layer, a green layer, and a blue layer. That takes care of those three colors, kind of the RGB colors. The blue layer is on top. Below that is another yellow layer, which is a color balancing layer. And then for outdoor daylight film, there's an orange layer on top of that whole thing. So there are several different color layers in there, and you have to balance for all that stuff. Very difficult to do that, make it work out okay. But black and white's easy. So let's go ahead here and we'll do the first step of this. And what I normally do is to make a duplicate of the background layer, duplicate. There we are. And for this one, I want to make a selection of just the black and white part of this. I don't want to get any of this outside negative area. I like the look of that, so I want to keep that okay. So to make this real easy, I have my guides up here, and we can zoom in, and I'll pull a guideline down and put it right on that edge where that film strip is. Let's do the same thing here for the right side, put it right on that edge, just like that. Let's go to the left-hand side. Now, this isn't a requirement in here to do this. This just makes it real easy. There we go. We'll do our bottom section down here. What this allows us to do is to pull in a rectangle selection right at the guideline so we can get the guidelines exact. Control 0, there we go. And then have our selection be exact. Let's go over here to the rectangular marquee tool. I have my feathering set at 0. And then come right up here, right up onto those two guidelines, click and pull like this. And this should snap to these other two guides. There we go. And there we go. So it snapped to those guides. So we now have just this middle section selected. If you want to have more flexibility, you can actually, at this point, go ahead and make a layer mask right there. So now we're only working with just that middle section and nothing on the outside. That's up to you. It's kind of a refinement on this trick. We can hide our guides, go up to View, come down to Guides, uncheck that so the guides are out of the way. Let's now invert this layer. Make sure you're on the thumbnail side of this. Just double click over here, look for that light blue outline. Then go up here to Filter, come down to Adjustments, and you want Invert right there. Or as you can see, the Control-I keyboard shortcut if you do a lot of this. And that inverts that, so we now have a positive image in here. If you want to, at this point, you can go ahead and adjust your values. Now's a good time for that. So I'll bring up Layer, New Adjustment Layer, and Levels. Choose Previous Layer, choose OK. It's a little low on black, so I'll bring my blacks up a bit, like that. Bring the whites in a bit, just increasing the contrast. Kind of in here somewhere, I think that looks pretty good. Let's now go ahead and colorize this layer. Click back on your layer here, and then Enhance, Colorize Photo. This basically brings up a guided edit for doing this. Has a typical guided edit layout. And it's going to be thinking about this and figuring out how to do it. There we go. And it then gives us 4 options over here, right-hand side. Option 1, here's option 2, normally has a bit more color to it. There we go. Option 3 is bluer. And then option 4 is more of a cyan look to it. I'll go with option 3 this time. I think that looks pretty good. Now, there are some issues when you do this. Photoshop Elements isn't perfect on colorization. Now, we do have the downside of the dock going blue down here. So before and the after. But I think for our photograph, that looks just fine. Now, if you want to, you can come in here and manually adjust this. But I've never had good success from the manual adjustments in here on the Photoshop Elements colorizing tool. Choose OK. And there we go. There's our colorized image. So here's our positive, here's our negative, and then here's our colorized version. Now for good colorization, nowadays I prefer using an AI tool. I've already done a few videos on some of my personal choices for AI tools for colorization, and you find those on my channel. But for something fast and dirty, this is a great way to do this and does allow you to actually come in here and convert a negative into a full color positive. If you want to find out more about how to use Photoshop Elements, I have a complete training course for this. It covers everything from tools to the menus at top to all the panels on the right-hand side. I also cover the Photoshop Elements organizer completely. And I'll put the link for that video-based training at the top of the description. You'll also find a link there for my HTG Photo Coach if you are more advanced and want more advanced help and not just a video training course. Then the HTG Photo Coach is for you. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Also, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any videos in the future. And I'll see you next time.